Hey everyone. So today, for our video today, I'm going to be doing a partial setting up new collections video slash kind of like a flip through overview of all my binders, because we're just going to be going through. I'm going to be kind of introducing all my binders to everyone because I have added some new ones and I do have a few new people who have recently subscribed to me. So hello if you're here. Thank you so much for watching. But also it's just going to be like me going through, making sure everything's, you know, looking good, kind of checking what we need to be doing. But I also am starting a new, like several new collections. Oh, like why do I do this? But it's gonna be fun. And if it doesn't work, just ignore that you ever saw this video. And we're just gonna pretend later on that I never had this idea. But I do have setting up to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new collections, although kind of some of them are like very small and just kind of like update, I don't know, whatever. We're gonna get into it. I also have already set up another new collection that you all haven't seen yet. So anyway, we're gonna go through. I do have all of my fillers here. We also a bunch of these groups are having comeback soon. And I don't have all of the album details to do full setups, but if we do, I might like throw in some 9 pocket pages into where we're gonna need to add on to. But we'll see when we get there. So first of all, I'm gonna start just going through my binders, and every time we get to a binder that I'm gonna add stuff into, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna put all my fillers off to the side. If you can read my handwriting, you might be able to guess who some of these people are. But for now, let's put these guys up and out of the way. So we are going to go in order kind of how I usually do my storing photo cards videos. It's not really in like alt or like bias order, but it's kind of in size order-ish. So anyway, we are starting off with my 2 Woosan A5 binders. It would be great if I had a third A5 right now for them, because I think part of this video I should be moving some of these to a third A5. We're not there quite yet, so we'll get there when we get there. But I ran have 2 Woosan binders. This is from debut until the end of Movement part 1, right? Is it? Yes. And then this is from Halazia and onward through the present. So first we have the first binder. This binder cover, again, someone like sent this to me in a trade and I have it in here as the cover because it's so cute. But what we have going on here, I have recently purchased Tucson Fever Part 1 photo cards. But my task for my next Mercari Japan haul, I'll be mentioning Mercari Japan and Polka Market a lot in this video because I have recently purchased a bunch of photo cards from both of those places, which we will see in my next storing photo cards video. But my most recent kind of goal for Woosan is to finish collecting all of their earlier album cards, because we don't have that many to collect. They're just now the slightly more expensive cards because they're from the earlier eras. So if you have never seen my Woosan binder before, the way I do this at first is just by the eras. I do San at the top and Wooyoung at the bottom, because it's kind of age order like that. Wooyoung is my main bias, San is my second bias, but I do it in the order of age in the stack. And then every time we get to, starting with Fever, we're doing spreads. Every time we have, maybe I have a photo card already, a benefit card, I'm going to try to find the equivalent for the other member. And I usually then try to fill in slots with benefit cards. So I don't collect a lot of benefit cards for them, but I kind of fill stuff in. And then in the more recent eras, you know, we do have a few more because I'm collecting them in the eras now. So it's easier to get them now than go back. But that's what we have for Fever. We have already had this Wooyoung card, so we're going to be getting San's equivalent. And then I found a set that I liked, so we'll be getting that at some point. Once we get into part 2, 3, we fill in each side with a POB. So as you can see, part 2 is the one that I need to work on, but I have almost completed Wooyoung for this in my recent Mercari haul. So then we get into 3, we have almost the full page for this. And again, I do have a benefit card here. Same thing here. I tried to find benefit cards that kind of matched the vibes. We'll see if I end up being successful with that. Then we get into, again, epilogue, same exact deal. Movement, we had the ID card, so that filled in the ends there. And I did have an extra page for benefit cards. I might fill in this page with benefit cards now to make a spread, but that's a later goal. And then back here, this is where I should have a new binder for the miscellaneous, but I do have some Japanese cards. And I did have a recent and DVD cards and Nacific. I have purchased their second Nacific already through a group order. They did have a Japanese comeback recently, so that will also go back here. But in the future, what I'm going to be doing is definitely taking the miscellaneous out of here and putting it in their own binder. But then if we get up to here, so all of that stuff looked good. I have a few of that stuff on the way, so I am on track for my goal for that binder. This binder is much easier to maintain because, as you can see, we have completed all of the previous eras. This is my benefit card page for Outlaw. We did get the OT8 set for the US exclusives. Then we got the platforms. I don't always collect all their platform cards, but here I ended up collecting all the concept cards because they came in a set and one of the selfies. And then we are complete for the regular album cards for this recent era, plus the platform card and one platform card and the digipack. And then we have some benefit cards here. More benefit cards are going to be on the way. OT8 sets. And then my little miscellaneous extra Wooyoung section. I have this on the way as well. So that's it. We're basically all caught up with Woosan. We actually did not need to do anything in that binder, but that is my first set of A5s to introduce to you all. So we have Woosan to start. My second A5, we are at our first binder that we're going to be adding things to. So this is my bluish composition book. And in here, we currently have 2 groups and we are going to add a 3rd group. So in here right now, we have Nicholas from And Team. I have recently purchased, basically I'm going to fill up 4 pocket pages for Nicholas. So I have recently purchased this other kind of cheek heart selfie from the first version. We're only going to do 1 page for the first album, but then I have purchased all of the photo cards for the second album. We are going to be filling up these 4 pockets, and then we will be doing the same thing for the next version, release rather. So Nicholas, we are making progress. You'll see that when I get my Mercari order in. And then we have ZB1 back here. I collect Jung and Matthew. And for some reason I decided to do this not like Woosan, but just like this way. So one member, whatever, we move. That looks good this way, so we're fine with that. These you also can see the back, so that also is easier. But I have their whole first album complete. We had an extra space down here, so I put this Apple Music POB here. I'm going to be getting all the photo cards from them from my friend who I join Stray Kids group orders for. So right now we have just completed the digipack and 1 set for one of the versions, but the digipack cards completely complete that 4 packet, so we don't need to collect any benefit cards for them for that melting point era. So all of those are the same with small updates coming, but at the front here, I am going to be starting my Intak from P1 Harmony collection. So I have recently, I've always liked P1 Harmony, but I have recently really just their recent album I thought was so good that I really feel like I'm going to try to collect Intak. So I'm going to be collecting, again, he really P1 Harmony kind of does like photo cards in sets of 2. So I'm just going to be filling them in, no breaks for the albums, just one right after each other. I did pull this card recently and we're just going to put it away. This in theory should be in my storing photo cards video, but we have it here right now, so we'll put it in. So Standout had 2 cards, then Breakout has 4, so we're going to put the 2 Breakout cards there, and then the 2 Freakout cards, the other version here. Then for Find Out, again, there are 2 cards per version of the album. but they this time did do a third version of the album that was called the Plus World album, so that will nicely finish off this section here. For all the groups I collect, I don't really collect like standee cards or ID cards just because I don't personally really care about cards like that. And if I happen to have them, I might add them in, but I feel like this year I'm really trying to like not buy like sets just for like the sake of it's a cheap price and then ending up with extra cards I don't want. So we're gonna see how that goes. But now we have the Zero In version album for the Zero In Kick In, and then I did buy a random platform album and I literally pulled Intox. So I'm going to put these away as well. That was kind of like what led me to be like, I should just collect them. It's a sign, right? Like I never buy platform albums and I randomly bought that one and I pulled Intox set and I was like, well, you know what? Let's do it. And they don't have like, I guess putting these away now, it kind of feels like they have a good amount of cards, but to me, it seems manageable at least right now. We'll see. Then we get into the set in whole album. So again, if these albums have like standing cards, I'm not going to collect those. But I just think that Intox fills that bias for me. That's like Mingyu from 17, where Mingyu is not my, we're starting all in now. Mingyu is not my first bias in 17, but he's one of my second biases, and I feel like Intox fills that same lane where he is seems to be very like you don't know what's going on in his head, but there's really a lot actually going on up there, and I think he's like very layered, so I find it super fun to like learn more about him. And I'm going to see P1 Harmony in concert in a few months, which is so exciting. And I recently bought every single version of their Killin' It album, which is what we're adding in right here because I loved it so much. Like I literally didn't plan to, and then I slowly just started buying every version. As you can see, we didn't pull any Intox, but it was okay. So that is all of the regular album cards. And then it seems like for this, did I add an extra page? Yeah, I did add an extra page. Seems like for this Killin' It album, they did unit cards as well. And then I bought a US album and I did pull 2 different snapshot photo cards and a Target card. The Target card is Kiho and the snapshot ones are Jongsub and Teo. So if you have either of those and you would like to trade me for Intox, please let me know. But we're gonna take this page out because we don't need that. So yeah, that's my like little, we'll see. I feel like obviously Intox is right now going to be like the biggest collection in here. So we'll see how long they last in this binder together. But I kind of was trying to figure out where to put Intox and I was like, he can go in here. So that is my last A5 binder. Next, we are moving on to my A5 wide binder. This is right now my girl groups binder, but as you can see, this is actually almost full. So right now this has ITZY and Twice in here. And we are definitely going to need to probably get another one, which is kind of crazy, although Twice have a lot of cards, so I should have expected it. But I collect Yeji from ITZY. I have recently bought all of these Icy cards and all of these Not Shy cards and one of the It's Me cards, I think. So this all is going to be the same for ITZY. If a unit card happens to fit in the spread, I will put it in. I already owned this unit card when I started collecting, so that's why it's on the back. ITZY have a lot of unit cards, and I don't need to collect all the unit cards. And what we do here, kind of similar to what I do in the A5 regular sized binder, if there is extra space, I leave it here for now, but I will try to find POBs to go there. Checkmate. Here's our progress for that. And then Cheshire. And yes, we could fit a unit card in here. And there is one more spot for something else. Then we have Kill My Doubt. I have a few of these cards on the way, as you can see with the little heart there. These are all the cards I kind of already had. And then for Born to Be, I do need to make an adjustment because I thought when I made this setup, we have all the regular standard edition photo cards. We have the 2 limiteds. Then I thought that there were US exclusive Target cards, and that I don't think is the case. I think it's just, I don't think. If I'm wrong, someone please tell me. But I think the way we're going to solve this is I was originally planning just to collect one Nemo card and just the Mr. Vampire card of one of them, but there are 2 Nemo cards, 2 Vampire cards, and 2 Untouchable cards, so that's going to fill up this page, actually. So what we're going to do right now is just replace, and if there are US exclusive cards, then oh well, they don't fit here anyway, so we're just going to do Born to be Nemo B. I guess I'll just like put it down here because that's already going to mirror the whatever. It obviously doesn't really matter. I can move these papers later, but we have the Born to be Vampire. Okay, so that is what I wanted to update for Yeji. I also am going to collect 3 cards of her for each Japanese release. And then back here we have twice, so I collect Momo until Taste of Love, and then I collect Misamo continuing onward. So right now, this is the update. I have bought some of these on Mercari Japan, so they will be coming shortly. I also traded for one of these cards recently. For Momo, right now I'm not going to be collecting the JYP pre-order cards, but I might fill them in these empty slots if we happen upon them. So this was all in my recent storing photo cards video anyway. But here we start Misamo. So I do obviously have more Momo and Mina than Sana, but we are going to get there. Recently traded, pending trade for this Sana, which is very exciting, and I have this Momo in my possession as well, which is also very exciting. Also pending trade for where is it? This Sana card, which is very exciting. And then for With Youth, I will store my pulls away for now. I should on my Instagram already have up my trades for Misamo, so if you have any of their cards and you would like to trade for any of the members on my page, please go there and check it out. And then at the back here, I'm also going to be collecting Twice's solo releases. So we have set up for Nayeon, the selfie cards from all 4 versions, and then I did happen to have this message card, so it's just going to be on the back. And then Jihyo Zone, I have a few more of these cards we're going to store away soon. And then I did recently buy Misamo's, like one of their versions on Mercari Japan, and it does come with photo cards, like kind of the ones, the like less, some of them are so expensive. So like the cheap ones that come probably like with each album that you buy or whatever. And I hope they will fit in here. And if they don't, then we will put them somewhere else. But that is all that we needed to do for this. That's my girl group binder for right now. So next, we're going to do my 2 miscellaneous binders. I now have a miscellaneous girls binder and a miscellaneous boys binder. So this is our miscellaneous girls binder. The way that I do this is these are all my pulls from random albums I buy or groups that I collect one member from, but not this member. So I put them in here. We have all of my soloists at the front. These I don't film with white pages really because I just like fill stuff in as we get them. But then I have this, I feel like, are the girls in alphabetical order? I can't remember now. That was miscellaneous soloist. Then we have New Jeans. I'll do a quick flip through because this is the same as like my whole album flip through I did at the beginning of the year. But Idol, Seraphim, Brave Girls, Stacy, Blackpink. This is not in alphabetical order, obviously. ITZY, Red Velvet, and then very miscellaneous at the back. And then we do have all of my Twice cards in here. So these are just all my Twice pulls, because I recently bought one version of each of their albums. And I mean, if anyone sees a card in here and wants to trade, let me know, but I'm not like, I will just keep these cards if that is the case. So I am very happy to do that. And then back here, we just have random like freebie cards. So that's just a flip through. So you all can see the random girlies that I collect albums for. And then we have the boy group side of this. So this is miscellaneous, and then this is in alphabetical order once we get to the big sets of groups. We have my miscellaneous boy soloists. None of this is going to change, although I have a few cards to add to these slots. And then we have miscellaneous by alphabetical, like very miscellaneous. We have Day 6, DKB, GOT7, P1 Harmony, Treasure, and Extraordinary Heroes, ZV1, SM miscellaneous, and then again, very miscellaneous. And continuing on, yep, all the way through there. Then back here, we do have my ace section. From here on out, I think, except for like 1 or 2 groups, all of these groups I do collect a member or members for, but these are my extra pulls. So this is my ace miscellaneous section. Ace are back, guys. I know we all know, but please go stream. ATs, so we saw I collect Woosan. So this is just all the pulls I have from all my other ATs albums. I have a lot of extra cards from the recent era up on my Instagram, so please go and look if you want to trade me for anything. These are all my ATs extra benefit cards that I have happened upon. And then a few OT8 sets and merch items and group cards and stuff. So none of this is changing. Next we have BTS, my first favorite K-pop group. So obviously, and all of these cards are very meaningful to me. And then all of the BTS soloists, which right now all fit on exactly 2 pages, which is amazing. In the Soup, G-Icon, Lightstick cards, tour cards, Season's Greetings cards. In Hypen, I'm just flipping fast through these because again, this is just like showing you all the groups that I like, but we have in Hypen here. And Season's Greetings and merch. And my random Jake cards that are miscellaneous because I love Jake. Next we have Icon. And Icon Soloist. We're going to be adding more cards here momentarily. Very exciting. But I have Bobby's solo cards right now. Monsta X. Yep, so far all these groups I do collect people for, except for Icon, I guess, but I love Icon. So Monsta X, here, English cards, and then soloist subunits, NCT. We're gonna see an update for this in a second, but this is all my miscellaneous 1 to 7 cards I've pulled. Miscellaneous Dream cards. Dream's having a comeback. We'll get to that in a second. Miscellaneous Wavy, and then miscellaneous like solo subunit. And I did buy Dream Season's Greetings this year, so you have those. And these are all the random circle card ID cards, which like I said, I don't really care about, but we obviously keep them if we pull them. So next I have One Us. So this is essentially in release order, and I love Soho a lot, so any Soho cards I have, they definitely stay. Random benefit cards, and then One We. Yes. SF9, I do not collect anyone from SF9. That'd be so fun if I did, but too many things. But they recently had a release that will also be going in here in a second. And then TXT, we'll see an update for this in a second, but these are my miscellaneous. As you can see, Subin loves me. So I'm very grateful for that. TXT, big cards, Lightstick cards, Lenties, Target exclusive cards, you know the drill. So again, nothing is like changing in this binder except for I put these miscellaneous boys and soloists at the front here because this used to have all of the miscellaneous groups, including Twice, and Twice have a lot of cards, so I had to move. And 17, we'll see that later. But yeah, that's just a flip through update again. But now is a good time for my next binder setting up update. So this is my new, this is tiny. This is the only binder I had. I have bought a new one that is on the way, but I wanted to film this video. So I have this extra, like, is this a 1 inch? Is it a 1/2 inch? I don't even know. It had my Skiz inclusions. So right now the Skiz inclusions are somewhere else. But for now, this is gonna be my boy soloist binder. And I just had a thought that maybe I could put my Twice soloists in here to free up space in the other binder. We'll do that later. I know this is supposed to be a full setting up video, but I just had that thought just now. We'll do that later. But right now this is gonna hold 3 male soloists I'm going to collect. And I have all the sleeves in here, but we're gonna be putting away the photo cards and the white papers. So we're gonna collect 3 soloists. Let's pull out my pages now. So we're going to be collecting BI, Yugyeom, and Woods. Now, BI and Woods, I already collect all of their albums for, and actually Yugyeom technically, because I have his only album he's ever released, plus the LP, and I did buy the 2 versions of his release that he just did, so I guess, and technically I do collect Yugyeom also. But BI and Woods, I just have kept all my pulls so far, and I'm going to be kind of like bulking up my collections for them now, especially BI. So let's get to BI first, because I'm going to do this in alphabetical order just because it's easiest. So first we have BI. I did keep like a few cards in here because it was easier to leave them in there. But otherwise, here are all my papers for BI. We're going to start off with Waterfall, and as we put the pages in here, I'm going to be slotting in any photo cards I already have of his, because like I said, I do collect all of his albums, so I do have like my pulls. I did a brief scan on Mercari Japan the other day to see what I was going to be working with, because, you know, BI, I mean, it's not like he's unpopular. Like, he definitely has a fan base. But, you know, like, I don't know, the photo card game is like different for him versus this is my one Waterfall of the first version card that I have. It's gonna be a different game than like collecting, you know, like Jihyo or something. So I did a quick scan on Mercari Japan, and here's my other card from the other version. While there do seem to be cards that were not on there, also it's actually kind of like hard to search for BI on Mercari Japan, because like searching BI sometimes doesn't lead you to the right results. And also Hanbin, like we have Hanbin from ZB1 now, and ZB1, as we know, have like so many cards, like benefit cards, I mean, especially. So that was the struggle that I was finding, less so that I couldn't find the cards, but I was just having trouble searching them. So we're going to be working through that. I also do want to collect the vinyl card, and I know the vinyl is not in print anymore, but I honestly might buy the card, or I might just buy. People sell the vinyls, they're expensive, but I really do want the vinyl. I think this album Waterfall is like a masterpiece. So, oh my god, can you imagine the backs of these at the end? Okay, anyway, so that was Waterfall, his first album. Next, we're gonna do Cosmos. So I do have every version, so I do have one photo card for each of these sections in here now. So he has 3 versions for Cosmo and 3 photo cards per version, which is such a cute little layout. Thank you, BI, for doing that for us. So far, he's kind of killing it with the 9-pocket page game. But yeah, I have BI's, here's my card from the second version. I have BI's light stick. I have all his albums. Here's my pull from the third version. I just now we just need the tour. We just need the tour, guys. He is touring everywhere. If anyone who's fans of him know, we all know he's everywhere. In Korea, Asia. He was in, the UK, no, Germany recently. Oh my god. Please come to America, BI. I just think his music is so amazing. I have a few of his album unboxings up on my channel if you want to look at them, because he's amazing. Okay, so there we have it. The backs are gonna be, again, so cute. Next we have Lover Love Part 1. So I already had this card. And he has 2 album cards for this version, and then 6 card pack cards. So I just thought I would do it in this 8-pocket, and I already have these 3 and this random one. Not random, regular photo card. So that's gonna go there. Next we have To Die For. So To Die For has, I believe it's 6 cards. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. It has 6 cards. Yep. So we'll do this is my pull that I got from this first version. We'll do a regular 6 pattern here. And everyone please don't look at my fillers too closely because I'm like, here's my other pole. I'm like notoriously like bad at cutting things and being artistic. So this is my To Die For page, and let's get white papers in here. I am almost out of these white papers because of all of the new collections I'm starting, but we do have a few that we can slot in here, so that is good. So that's To Die For. And then lastly, this is from, these little stickers are from To Die For / Cosmo. So I feel like for now I'm just gonna put, because I really liked these like Sing Bin and like whatever these like silly little things are. So I think I'm just gonna put this in the back for now. Just to like, oh my god, so cute. Okay, anyway. So last we have Lover Loved Part 2. I have the most cards for this. And I also have his light stick card, which I think I might just like fit into this layout because it went with this era. So yeah. So this is my album, like regular photo book card pull. And then I do, these two are the, like the letter version or whatever. And then we have the light stick card. I guess we'll just put the light stick card here. This card should go in the middle because it is so cute. And then we'll put in our two, so we'll do a 7 pattern, obviously, for this. So let's fill in these 2 slots. Okay, so that is right now, are all the backs the same for this? They must be. That is my BI album collection. This is going to be really fun to add to. And then next, we only have a single sheet because I am going to be collecting Yugyeom for his solo album that he released recently. Masterpiece of an album. I love Yugyeom's music so much. He didn't do photo cards for his first release. Otherwise, I would have collected them, or at least I would be collecting them now. But he has 3 versions, 3 photo cards per version. He has 2 versions, so let's do this. I don't know if I like this 6 pattern layout, but we'll do it for now. And then that's all I'm going to collect for him for now. I mean, I won't lie, I did look up a template for Yugyeom's Got 7 cards because I have like 2 of them already. But we will not go there right now. I bought the 2 albums, but they are not with me yet, so we don't know which cards we have, but at least the first set of pulls will be all good because they'll be new cards. But yes, that is that. And then back here we have Woods. So for Woods, I have a lot of photo cards for him already. Not a lot in terms of Woods because Woods has a lot of photo cards. But this is going to be my like least consistent or least full collection, but I'm just going to collect a 9 pocket for every single era. And essentially that just means that most of the eras I'm only going to need to buy like a few cards for because in his albums nowadays you get a lot of cards. But for the first album, which is Love Me Harder, I only have 2 cards for Love Me Harder. So this is the album I will need to buy the most for. Like, it'd be so, I love looking at other people's like Woods collections, but I just know myself and I just know that I'm just like not going to be able to collect all those cards. Like, unless I'd find them in like full sets, and even then that's just going to be expensive. And like in his more recent albums, he has less cards, but in the earlier albums, he like genuinely has like 40 cards or something for it. It's crazy. Anyway, so Love Me Harder, we will need to get 7 more cards for. So this is from when I saw him on tour. Bless up that I saw him on tour. We might also adjust these once we see the backs, but anyway, for Whoops, I have like, how many cards do I have? Like 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 cards. So we'll only need to collect 3 more cards for Whoops. And I also like put some of his stickers in these little white papers, and I think I'm just gonna put them behind for now because I really like these little stickers. And I had them as my filler before because it was an 8 pattern, but now that we're gonna do a 9 pattern, we don't know what to do with the stickers, but I think they're really cute. So these are just the cards I already had. These are like the limited or like, I think first press cards or something. And then we do have a lot in this green outfit. I don't even know if I'm gonna be picky with like which cards I buy, but I guess for now, we can like diagonally do that green. And I have the pink, and then we'll just put our other 3 fillers in these last spots. For set, we literally only need 1 card because I do have 8 cards already. I'm just gonna put all these in here. They're basically all, he didn't really do selfies for this era, so they're just all like concept-y cards. I mean, some are more like selfie-esque, but here we go. Let's do the hats. So yeah, there we go. We just need 1 more card for set. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that I did that back like that. For Only Lovers Left, we need 2 cards because I right now have 7. So, and they're all different, like lenties and message cards and I don't know. All different. He did all different like types of cards for Only Lovers Left, which again, like literally banger album. All of his albums are so good, which is why I knew I couldn't collect all of his cards, but I wanted to at least like, you know, beef up the collection a little bit. So again, I don't know if I might just choose cards that are like easy to find or just like, I mean, all the cards are gonna be cute, so they'll look good no matter what. But yes, that is the back. One of these is a benefit card. It's either this one or this one. So anyway, or this one, or this one. I forget. One of them is a benefit card. Okay. So again, for Colorful Trauma, we only need 1 card because I also have 8 cards. And again, some of these are benefit cards. Like one of these, yeah, these 2 ones are. They're like smaller. So there we go. And then finally, for Uri, again, same thing. We have all of these cards and we just need to get 1 more. I mean, maybe if then I like feel like good about this collection, then maybe I could like add more, but like add more in. But for now, this is what we'll be doing. This might look horrible on the back because I know these all are different colored backs. I maybe just really oh my God, actually, that's like really not that bad. Okay. So that is everything for Woods. And I actually do have a few more cards for Woods, but we're going to add them in my story and photo cards video. So that's it for this small binder. And we'll get another binder soon, which will be bigger to fit these. But that's my biggest like update for a binder, is a whole new binder for my solo artist, which is very exciting. So next we have my 3 like mid-sized binders that hold kind of like 3-ish groups / 4 people in the binders total. And these are kind of all my like groups that are not maybe my like top ults, but they like, honestly, a lot of them essentially are. But anyway, we're gonna start off with my Ace Lido Gyuk binder, and the Ace section has a big update. I already filled all this in because I didn't know I wanted to do this video until I put everything in here. I wasn't gonna take it out and put it all back in. But I am now gonna be collecting top 3 for Ace, which is Junhee, Donghoon, and Yuchan, starting with Butterfly Fantasy, and then we can see if we wanna go back a little bit, but all Ace collectors know that's very difficult. So right now I have all of my Junhee cards in here that I already had, and then my whatever like pulls that I already had for Donghoon and Chan. So that is going to be Butterfly Fantasy. Then we move into Siren Dawn. So we have a few cards for that page, and then essentially just Junhee for all of these. We're gonna put the last Polaroids in here between the two sets of lenticulars. I do have both Chan's lenticulars, it looks like. And then a benefit set in the middle of the two sets of white double side, the two sets of black double side, and a unit, because I had literally two of these. I'll just find the Jonghoon unit and put that in there. And then Changer, which again, we basically have Junhee and then my Chan pulls. We're gonna basically be doing two photo cards, a Pola photo card, the two Polas, and then Pola, and then two Pob sets. And then, since Yushan is not in the My Girl, My Choice release, we're gonna do Junhee and Donghoon in spreads because we have 3 versions of the album. We have 4 regular photo cards and 2 polka cards. So that will be a whole Junhee spread, and then obviously a whole Donghoon spread. And then back here, I have just my miscellaneous Junhee benefit cards and stuff. So yeah, that's my like biggest update in this binder is expanding this Ace collection. You know, it would have been great if I had this idea when they were all still in the military, but you know, it is what it is. I'm very excited to see where this goes, and I just love Ace so much, and I'm really glad they're back, which I think is why I decided to add all of that in. Next we have Lido, which Lido from ONEUS. This collection is literally complete except for one card, which I did buy in Polka Market recently, which is this last card I'm going to collect for La Dolce Vita. And then we have all of his benefit cards back here. So Lido is basically done, which is like honestly really crazy. I am also going to see ONEUS in like a few weeks, which is also super exciting. It's my 3rd time seeing them. Ugh, I love them. I bought their light stick recently, which shows how excited I am because I've seen them twice and I did not buy a light stick, and now I finally did. Back here we have Gyeok. So Gyeok from ONEWE. I collect all of his album cards and then his soloist cards. So we are missing the last cards that are the most challenging to get anyway. I did buy one of these recently, this one I think. And then for Gyeok, for his first solo release, I'm doing a spread. I have bought one. I think I bought this card recently. So I will need just 2 more regular album cards and then a benefit card to finish off here, which is crazy. But then we have the second album. And again, we're gonna do the same exact thing. There is gonna be a whole less, I think there are 4 cards per version. And then I need to figure out what to do over here. And then actually we can add a page back here because I finally figured out what was going on with his Lycon version, because Gyeok had one solo release. His first solo release just had album cards and these ID cards, but like that was it. Second release, he had album cards, but then a Lycon version, which is just like a platform version. And I did not understand the album details. I was very confused, but I bought a lot of Lycon versions and I have pulled 8 out of the 9 cards. So we're just gonna put them on a 9 pocket and then it'll all go back there and then we'll be all good. We'll need to work on the regular album then, but actually the Lycon version is coming on swimmingly. So that's my first binder for this kind of section of my groups. These groups were all like the first groups that I got into K-pop in, besides BTS. This binder is like very special. So we have that. Next binder is my Wonwoo, Jaemin, Yangyang binder. And this binder is also going to see an update. So at the front here, we have Wonwoo. So Wonwoo is one of my alt buys from 17, obviously, as we all know. But I have made pretty good progress on Wonwoo, to be honest. Besides this first page, I do have one of these on the way, but I decided to do all of the like Polaroid style cards. These are not necessarily in album order because we have Going 17 that is in the middle of one of these. But anyway, Boys B, AL1, Love and Letter, because they're all like the Polaroid looking cards. And then we have Going 17, Teenage, Director's Cut. The 4th Teenage is going to be on the back. And then we have a spread for You Make My Day, You Made My Dawn. And then once we start getting into an ode, I'm going to fill in any extra like 9 pocket pages with Mingyu equivalents or Mingyu S-Coups any other bias that's my fancy, basically. So Mingyu is my second bias, so I will be filling in for the cards that I know there's like definitely like only space for one extra member. This is gonna allow me to like collect more members of 17 because I love 17, but not, at least at this point, collect like fully multiple members. So Hengare. For semicolon, I'm going to collect Mingyu, S-Coups, and Minghao for the photo cards because there are only 2 per person. Your choice, there are only 3 photo cards per person, so we're going to collect Wonu, Mingyu, and S-Coups. This is the miscellaneous Mingyu card I already had in my possession. So Ataka, just Wonu for now for the album cards, but we will collect Mingyu for the carrot version. And we are complete with Face Sun except for this one Horanghei version 3 card. But we're going to collect Mingyu for this version, whatever this last version was. Also for the carrot version, we get into Weverse now, so we're going to add Mingyu and S-Coups. I bought S-Coups recently. For Sector 17, all of Wanu's fit on one page, I think, if I did my math right. FML, same thing. We're going to do a carrot version for Mingyu, and then Weverse for Wonu, Mingyu, and then Dino, because I like want to try to add an extra member or 2, so Dino's going to be in there. 17th Heaven, I actually have completed recently. It's at Mercari right now, which is really exciting because we know they're going to have a comeback soon. But Wonu, Mingyu, and then Minghao for this, because like, why not? Love Hao. So, and then Mingyu for the carrot versions, and this is my miscellaneous Wonu page. Eventually, I'm going to get a miscellaneous A5 binder for Wonu and collect Wonu and Mingyu selectively for miscellaneous, but we're not going to do that right now. So Wonu is the same, but we did add some extra members, which is fun. Next, whole set of pages. Who is this going to be for? Well, it's another NCT. Who's it going to be? Who is it? Mr. Jungwoo. Jungwoo, I like, my thing about NCT 127, I'm going to start putting cards away for this as I'm talking, and for NCT, all the next 3 people in this binder are NCT, and you'll see, I feel like a lot of people do this, but I'm just going to fill everything in, not leave spots for eras, just put the cards in one at a time. But for NCT 127, they were the first NCT unit that I really, well, I'd say maybe I got into WayV a little bit more first, but like NCT 127 was always like there. And I recently, last year was like my year where I really got into them, and I truly like love them as a group so much. And I follow everyone I follow who collects photo cards. Everyone collects an NCT, and everyone jokes like the NCT life is wild, but like I love seeing people's NCT collections, but I really was struggling to figure out who my bias was, because I first thought it was Taeyong, and, you know, obviously we love Taeyong. Like, none of the bias changes that we have, it means that we don't like the other person in the end, but I thought it was Taeyong, and I thought that for like at least a year or so, and then when I really started getting into them, I then kind of thought it was Yuta, and Yuta is now my second bias, so like that, I wasn't far off with that, but and then obviously I then started getting really into Dream, and I love NCT Dream so much. And that's when I started collecting Jaemin. I actually started collecting Yang Yang from WayV. Like, he was one of my first people I started collecting, which is kind of wild. Like, my friends thought that was really random, but I really love Yang Yang, and I love his collection as well. But anyway, when I got into Dream, I was like, it's Jaemin. Like, Jaemin was the first of all of the NCT biases where I was like, no, he's actually like my bias in NCT as a whole. Like, I love him. I just care about him the most. But so then I was like, well, I'll keep my Yang Yang collection going because I love having him just like there to add into whenever there's a release. I love Yang Yang. And then I was like, I'll add Jaemin. Jaemin is like my alt bias of NCT. So like, that'll be it. And because I just like couldn't decide on a 127 like actual bias, because like I liked Taeyong, and then I liked Yuta, but then I really love Mark and Haechan, and then like Perfume, like Doyoung, really like whatever. It was all like, but very, not suddenly, but like, I don't know, kind of as I was getting more into 127, like, it was like one day I just realized, I was like, wait, this Jungwoo guy, like, I love this Jungwoo guy. And now we're gonna start adding in the pulls of him that I have, because I kind of pull him a lot for the more recent eras. Like, this smile of his is like, this is his Universe jewel case card, is like, I love it so much. I think he is so unique and like kind of like crazy and hilarious. This is one of my sticker card, not sticker, Two Baddies cards. So I just like, you know, I almost like wasn't gonna add him into this video, and I was like, I just put a template of his up on my Instagram, and I was like, if anyone just like wants to, this is my other Two Baddies card. This is like a benefit card. Like a US, I don't know, some kind of exclusive card. It's not on my template, so we're just gonna put that there. Anyway, I wasn't even gonna add him in here. I was just gonna put his template up on my Instagram and see if anyone wanted to like offer me trades. And I actually got a few last night. And then I was like, you know what? We're just gonna add him in here. Jungwoo, and I looked at his cards on Pokemarket. This is a benefit card that I bought from AO. So we're gonna put that in there. I don't know, just like, we'll see. Oh, whoops. Oh, I forgot this. Oh man, forgot this Two Baddies card. Oh, I'll have to shift everything. Okay. Like, I don't know. If it's too much to collect, like, all these NCT members, then I can adjust. But I feel like Jungwoo is a little bit more approachable to collect. And also, his cards were not very expensive on Pokemarket. Like, I feel like we'll just give it a shot. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I do pull him, you know, sometimes. So at least that's good. Given the amount of NCT members there are, I actually pull him, like, you know, kind of frequently. Like, I pulled these two cards from Fact Check. So that was kind of helpful to me. I think this is the second one. Not that it matters, really, but... we have all the extra Fact Check cards. And then I did actually recently pull one of his Be There For Me cards, but we haven't stored that away yet. So Be There For Me is gonna go onto this page. And then that's all for that. So we can fill this in. These are like my last of these white papers, so I'm gonna need to buy more. But I will do a storing photo cards video later, so I might actually get some of these white cards after I finish filming that. Is all of his regular 127 cards, and then we do have our page for Perfume, and I do have two pulls from Perfume because I did buy his like box version and the photo book version. So we have one of the photo book cards. There are 10 of their cards here, which is a little bit annoying, but in a dream ideal world, I do have this template up on my page as well, but I would collect OT3 for Perfume. I feel like that would be the sexiest collection I could ever have. Like, seriously, that's like, that is money right there. Just looks. Perfume was like one of my favorite. So the S Mini, we're just gonna put on the back for now. Sorry, S Mini. They might have another release and then we'll be able to do something about that, but Perfume was like one of the like my favorite releases of last year. Like, truly, truly, truly. So yeah, that is going to be my Jungwoo collection. And honestly, I don't know, it doesn't look too bad. So we will see how that goes. Obviously, soon this binder will need to be split, but for now, we're keeping it. So next we have Jaemin. Nothing is going to change with Jaemin. I did buy some more of his cards on Pokemarket recently. And I do have some coming in like a trade like later. We're almost done with ISTJ, I think. Not Golden Age. My God, that's going to take me so long. Those photo cards are so cute in just a devilish way. But I'm just going to leave, like, because right now that Dream has announced their comeback. Right now there are 2 photo book versions. There's only 1 card for each. There's also like a special version or whatever. I'm sure there's going to be like an S Mini and probably like a poster version or something. So we have these slots here. So like, that's good. We'll just leave those there for now. And I will put papers in like once I know like kind of what the deal is. This is my miscellaneous Jaemin page. And then Yang Yang back here. Yang Yang is the same. I did recently actually complete him, but not not like, you cannot see it right now, but they all are on the way. So that is everything for this binder. That was a super fun update. Everyone, if you have any trades, anything you want to let me know that you own, please let me know. That will greatly help me with these collections. But yeah, that is it for this binder. Last of this set is my Jungkook Jungwon Kihyun binder, and we're also going to be adding someone in here. So I have this in alphabetical order. So yeah, the one, yes, we're going to have that at the back. So right now, BTS at the front. This is all the same. However, again, I did buy a bunch of these cards recently. Like truly, I did buy like over half the cards that I needed. We have golden. Maybe I should buy a middle card for this. That'd be cute. But that's golden, and then yes, miscellaneous, which there's not much. But anyway, that is BTS. That's all the same. Jungwon. I collect Jungwon from ENHYPEN. I collect kind of like 3 cards of his per era, except for in the more recent eras, I kind of adjust that a little bit, but that's kind of what I did at first. And then we added this Japanese card in here because it fit in that space. But right now, I did buy all those Dark Blood cards. They're on the way. And then I did this release. Okay, wait, so let's think about this. We have Dark Blood. I'm just going to collect the 3 regular album cards. I did pull his set for the engine version for Orange Blood, but Orange Blood, there are 4 more cards. And I also bought 3 of his Japanese cards. So we might... Here are some white papers. We're going to take these from his miscellaneous part at the back here. This, honestly, you know what we're going to do? This Japanese card, maybe I should collect 2 more of those Japanese cards. Here, I'm going to put this card. Maybe I should just collect 1 more red-headed card as well. But that goes with that vibe. We have Dark Blood, and then for Orange Blood, if we do, does this work if we do like 2-2? Because I don't think I'm gonna, oh no, wait, I did also buy like his Weverse cards. So we will still need, but I also bought the Japanese cards. So this can be like our Japanese miscellaneous page. We'll need 1 more page in here. Okay, so I think I'll just leave this in here for now because I know the backs are all different for like Orange Blood for the versions, but this can be our Weverse page because the Weverse cards were actually really cute, so I did buy those. So that will be for that. This is my miscellaneous. It's just D-Icon and apparently now that 1 Japanese card. But yeah, so that is Jungwon. Next we have Kihyun from Monsta X. I collect him from Fantasia onward. I also have recently completed Love Killa and Rush Hour and Shape of Love and Reason. And then I also completed the 9 pocket page I'm going to collect for Youth, which is going to be coming later. But these are my miscellaneous extra Kihyun cards. And then the unit cards that he's in, and then his inclusions. So that is all the same. But then back here, who's that? We're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna try to collect Yeonjun again. And listen, like I tried to collect TXT once before, and to be honest, I stopped because I'm gonna put this clear card on the back because it was just not, I don't know. It wasn't that, should we keep this? I guess we'll keep this in here. I don't know. I didn't try that hard, to be fair, before I gave up, but it wasn't that easy. I feel like Hybe Artist stands sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes overprice the cards, which is very silly because there are so many fans that there cannot be like cards that should be expensive. But we're gonna try again because I really love TXT and I just feel like I should have them in a collection, which I know isn't like how we should feel about our collections, but just for me, I want to try. For the Chaos chapter, I'm not going to collect those 2 like Star Seeker cards. These are the cards of his I had already. So we're not going to collect those because that's going to make a full 9 pocket from those first 2 eras. I also have his like, this is like an exclusive Target card or something. So we'll just put that on the back for now. And then Thursday's Child, I'm going to collect 3 cards because we have the Hate, we have the Mess, and then the Tear / the End version. Those cards looked very similar, so we'll just collect whichever one we can find faster or better. Temptation, it's also because for Temptation then there are like 6 cards to easily collect, so that will finish off this page. So we have the 3 regular album cards. And then the member version, and then 2 Weavers cards. And then Free Fall, I had this 1 card already. It should be their Reality, yeah. So I think we'll do like Reality. Because now in this one there are 2 cards per release, so Melancholy. This is going to take a whole 9 pocket because 2 Clarities, the Gravity, which is the member version, and then I'm just going to collect 2 Weavers cards. There are 4, but let's just collect 2, okay? And then there is a page back here for the new release they just announced. There is going to be 1 photo card per version, and then the member version, and then the 2 Weavers, actually. So I saw that earlier. I think, and look, we have, oh my god, we have 6 white papers. That's great. The writing is looking so bad, but I've written so many of these Post-its today, y'all. You have no idea. So that is it. We don't have any more white papers, so we will leave that there. And back here, this will be for his pre-Blue Hour cards. They will all fit on this 8 pocket. They should. So yes, that is everything for this. It's like Hybe plus Kihyun, which is kind of weird, but I don't know, whatever. So that's it for that binder. And that's the biggest updates I have. We'll look at my last few binders of my alts next to just do a little overview. So before we get into the binders of Sangyeon from The Boys and Han from Stray Kids, who are my 2 top alt biases, in addition to Wooyoung, we already saw him. This binder it used to be my The Boys binder with Sangyeon and The Boys, and now I have all of my 17 album cards and The Boys album cards because I keep every album card that I possibly can of everyone I do not collect. So here we have every pull that I have from all my 17 albums, and I don't sleeve these cards yet because I'm getting popcorn sleeves to try out. So right now all these cards are not sleeved, but we will sleeve them later in a different video, I promise. These are just all my 17 pulls. Ugh, and then my random like trading card packs, miscellaneous benefit cards / birthday merch, or no, made by 17 merch. Then we have our spreads, we have In the Soup, FML Deluxe version, Going Volume 2, this set that I pulled. Be the Sun World Tour, my thing did not come with a DK, so I need to buy DK. Like, that is a need. And then there, Season's Greetings from this year. So those are just my 17 like pulls. And then The Boys, same thing. These are already sleeved because I had them with Sangyeon, so I just decided to sleeve all of them, but I ran out of sleeves, so 17 is going to wait. But yeah, these are all my pulls from The Boys. I absolutely love The Boys as well. I could not get rid of these cards. unless they were dupes or if you like really had a card that I needed, but like I can't get rid of these. Are you kidding? Oh my god. I can't get rid of King Sonu. Never. So anyway, that is just all my pulls. I get a lot of Chani because when I do member claims, I put like Sangyeon first and then Hyunjae and then Sonu and then I think I put Chani. And like I actually do get a bunch of Hyunjae cards, which is a blessing. But then Chani I get a lot of also, which I'm not complaining about. And these are just my pulls from Watch It. I have not gotten my group order from Watch It in yet. And then my benefit miscellaneous cards back here. Season's Greetings from 2 years ago. US tour cards. So I saw them on tour like 2.5 years ago. That's so crazy. And then I did also buy their membership from last year. So I have all their cards. I missed it on the buying period this year and I'm really sad that I don't have the Hanbok photos to put in here, but anyway, so that is just the boys in 17. We just keep whatever we pull and they go in this binder. Next we have my Stray Kids binder, which is basically full, so we will need to do something about this for the next era, but this is my OT8 Stray Kids collection, my first like, and right now only like OT collection, but I collect them ordinary onward, and we can do like a very quick flip through this because this is all like, you know, we've seen a lot of these cards. A lot of people collect OT8 skids from ordinary onward, so not ordinary, no easy onward, not bad. Target cards. Ugh, the selfie game really picked up around this period, yes. So everything is complete through 5-star. And then my random OT8 set for the Japanese album. But then Rockstar is almost done. We are almost there. We just need the headliner version and the unit, what is this? The postcard version. I should work on that. Nemo, Target, and these are my extra benefit cards for everyone that are not Han Ji-sung. And similar like benefit, Nacific, whatever, merch cards, unit cards, all the units from Ordinary, the units from the recent era, and then Season's Greetings, Skiz Record membership, Season's Greetings, GBD, and then all of the members that I pulled in my albums that are not Han, and then fan-made cards back here. Yep, so that is Stray Kids. Nothing's going to change in here except for I actually should work on those postcard versions for Skiz because I feel like that's actually going to be kind of hard to... I should ask my gom about helping me with that. Okay, that's Skiz. And finally, penultimate, we have my two top bias binders. We have Sangyeon from the boys and Han from Stray Kids. Sangyeon last night got his own binder. He should be very happy because he definitely needed one. This is the binder that is going to have the most not visible change, but changes that we have set up for. So I am complete with Sangyeon, except this card. That is his other double-sided card. So besides that card and this random film strip, which I cannot find anywhere, if you have this film strip, please sell it to me. I just like need that card. But Sangyeon is complete for all album cards except for the second most current era, because Watch It, I guess, is our second most current because we're about to start a new era. Very exciting. But I've recently bought all of his benefit cards for Chase the Stealer. So that is going to go, those are all going to go there. For Sangyeon, I do album cards and then followed by the benefit cards. Thrilling, we have our 2 full pages. There are a few more I could buy, so we might do that later. But Maverick, same thing. I did buy another card recently, so I put a space for that in there. And there are a few other cards I could buy for that, so we might. Pokemarket is a Sangyeon heaven on there for Sangyeon. Seriously, don't go on there because I want those cards, but no, they have multiple. So you definitely, if you're a Sangyeon bias, go on Pokemarket. There are so many of them. But for Whisper, we start our spreads because of the platform cards and the emotion cards and, you know, etc. Then we have our benefit cards. I have now added a 3rd page because I had these extra cards already. So we're going to fill this in. That is a goal that I'm going to do for this year. for the Last Whisper sets. But then here for Roar, we have our spread again, our benefit cards again. Christmas in August, I have recently purchased, cross my fingers, the rest of these cards. Please, I hope that I did. So, oh my God, if I didn't, okay, but I think that I bought the last 4. Starting the benefit cards here and then going into the rest of the benefit cards. Amazing. I have this extra on the back. Kind of goes this green vibe though, so that kind of works. Watch it. This is my one pull because I have not gotten my group order in yet. And I have a DVD card. And I actually pulled one more that I will add in here later. This is for the DVD and the Ever versions. And then I haven't gotten my group order yet, so we haven't been able to fill in the benefit cards yet. But this is going to now start all of the adjustments and changes. So we do still have all of my Japanese cards. That is the same. But now we have a page for the units because I had a bunch of unit cards and I realized there are only a few more that I need to buy. So that is going to be my unit card page. I'm going to do one page for all of the Road to Kingdom cards. That'll be fun to search for. And then here starts all of our miscellaneous cards. We have Tattoo, we have Christmassy, and we have Echo. We have the FanCon from 2020, which I have 3 of these coming. We already have the Film Fest. For a lot of these, I'm going to collect in sets of 3. I like Be Around King. Kingdom, there are 6. I have 2 on the way. White Day, I just realized this was a thing. Those cards look really cute, so we'll get 3 of those. And then all of FanCon, starting with the B Tour and stuff, the B Zone. This is also in order of when these events happened. So FanCon starts first. I have bought basically all of these cards except for this unit. Come On, we'll add 1 more. Then starts the Encore Tour. I have bought all of these, which is very exciting. That's all on PokeMarket. All these cards are coming from PokeMarket. Then starting our tour for US I already had, Europe, Bangkok, and then we have the B Road. That ends all of that section. The Azit, I'm gonna fill in a whole 9 pocket. And then for our Generation, I have bought all of these cards, but these are all of just the merch cards that I have purchased that are not here yet. Then starts our Japanese stuff. So we have some extra like cafe events, merch, other things. I bought this card recently. Yeah, FanCon, training events, Japan membership cards, whatever. I want a Lightstick card page. This is all of the Lightstick cards that eventually I will get. Then we have our fan kits. I have all these other ones on the way, which is why there's no papers in here. We will have room for the next one afterwards. And Season's Greetings. Again, I do have this set coming, and I did buy their whole Season's Greetings, so that will fill this in. Then, like, cosmetic stuff, La Poticelle, What It Isn't, extra promo type stuff. And then D-Icon. I need these last 2 D-Icon selfie cards. It's so painful that I do not have those. I can't find them anywhere. And then I just have my regular bigger inclusions for Sangen. So that is everything. Oh, except that's what I was going to do. Back here, I'm going to add some 9 pockets in here for the era that's about to start. I literally can't remember the name of it right now. It's escaping me. But we're going to do a spread again, but from my look from the album details, there are 2 versions, and hold on. It's called Love Letter, that's what it's called. But it looks like, this is the platform version, but platform version is going to have 3 total photo cards, unless one of these is just the, like, is the mini card, photo card, and okay, the official photo card is just the one that comes in all the versions, so I don't usually put those in my binder. So we have 2 for the platform per version, and then looks like we have 2 photo cards per regular version and 1 mood card. So we have the 2 photo cards, mood card, platform. Perfect. Everything is going to fit on the 1 page in a spread again, and then we have the whole bottom because we know they're going to be DVD versions or whatever, and some kind of extra Nemo I don't know. So hopefully all that will fit on these 2 pages. as a spread, and then we'll leave this back page for all my benefit cards. So, and then last but obviously not least, we have my Han binder. This binder is also kind of full, so that we'll do something about that once we get to it, but I might put my soloists in here, and then my other binder that I bought, Han might go in there, I don't know. But Han, I have complete all the way, you know, through before I start collecting OT. But then I do have all of his benefit cards in here. We started collecting kind of more and more pages as the eras go on. So for No Easy, we just have 1 page. Same with Christmas Evil. Ordinary, we have 2 pages. Still one of my favorite cards to ever exist. Maxident, we have, I believe, 3. Yes. And then 5-star, we right now have 4. And then I still have more, like all of the Chinese pobs are still yet to come. That will fill in all of that. And then we have our recent era Rockstar, which I haven't gotten any of the cards yet, which is obviously fine because I got from a fixed claim in Australia. But these are all the ones here. There may even be more, but that's that. Next we have his Japan cards. So we have everything except for the first 2 cards because they're very, very expensive. But recently I bought all of his Social Path cards, so those will be coming from Mercari soon. This is my Japan benefit card page, tour card page, and we do have a few more to add here from Mercari Japan as well. Then we have all of my Nacific cards, and then going into all of their other kind of like clothing line stuff. So Cleo and Furu and Mahagrin. Magazine like freebie card things. I want to fill in a few more of these in this year if I can. And then back here, I think I made this change at the beginning of the year, but I'm going to try to collect a few more of their like merch items and stuff. So in 3s if possible. So Stay and Playground. These are membership / season's greetings that I already had. Stay in Jeju. Season's greetings benefit cards. That's going to be kind of an expensive journey, but, and then the tour card. So Unlock Go Live. We already have 4 for this. I bought another Chocolate Factory card recently from Pokemarket. And I did buy one of his Skazoo Quokkas on Pokemarket as well. But then we have the Maniac Tour, Pilot, and then these are like, are these Japanese? Yeah, Japan tour cards. I recently bought 2 5-star Japan tour cards as well. And then Victory, extra stuff. This is very miscellaneous. And then his D-Icon set, which I still have yet to buy. But yeah, so that's little Hanji. I love this little binder. My friend bought me this recently. Isn't that so cute? He'll need a new binder soon. But anyway, that is everything for this video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any info about these groups I'm about to start collecting, if you have any cards you want to trade or sell, let me know. Here's my handle right here. And if you want to chat in the comments or on Instagram, let me know as well. But otherwise, I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.